In this video, I want to be talking about why I started my YouTube channel and my vision for future expats in China. And if you stay till the end, I'll mention a special project that you may be able to part of. Anyways, let's go. So let me give you a little bit of a backstory so you understand where I'm coming from. So me and my wife, we both used to live in the US. She actually studied abroad in Syracuse University. We both decided to come to China after my contract expired in the United States. Now I did come to China every now and then just to visit, just to get to know her family and all that. But when I actually came here to live, the first 3 months were pretty intense for me. They're pretty miserable, especially as a foreigner. I knew zero Chinese, so I couldn't communicate with any of the locals. And I kind of felt like a toddler because everywhere I went, I felt like I needed to bring somebody who spoke Chinese or to use Google Translate unless I'm like going to the bathroom. And I barely even knew how to ask how to go to the bathroom at that time. The only thing I did right was actually have a VPN ready to go when I moved here because I've already visited China before, so I knew about the Great Firewall block, so I can still communicate with my family and keep in touch with them. Before I actually moved here, I made many attempts to learn Chinese in the United States, and it didn't pan out at that time. Now, I'm fortunate enough to have a private tutor that actually guides me through. So how I asked my wife's dad if I can marry her was using Google Translate. I literally typed it in Google Translate, and then he could read the Chinese version of it. And it was just kind of embarrassing, but thank God he said yes. When I first came to China to actually live here, the first 3 months were like the most miserable. I didn't know how to get a bank card. I didn't know anything about housing. I didn't know anything about medical assistance. So if I were to get hurt, I had no idea how to deal with anything. I didn't know how to order food. I didn't know how to take public transportation. It was ridiculous. It was horrible, and I wish I had someone to walk me through it. Of course, my wife did her best to help me out, but she also had a full-time job for she owns a company here. I also quickly realized there aren't that many English services in China. Now, I got it. For tier 1 cities, maybe in Shanghai and Beijing, there's a lot of English services. But let me tell you, in Guangzhou, there ain't that many. And if you plan to go to tier 2, 3, or 4 cities, good luck. You ain't gonna find any English speaking services unless you're at a hotel or maybe at the airport and you can talk to the staff there. Then you may have some English. So what is the solution? So I've gone through all kinds of processes in China: getting bank card, renting a place, getting a credit card, buying a car, getting a license, all that stuff. And I want to share my experience with you guys as I document my journeys doing all this stuff. I want to make professional expats' life better in China, so I went through the effort to actually document the whole process. In addition, if there's a video that I haven't published yet that solves your problem, you can write them down in the comments and I would love to find the answer for you. Now, I may not get immediate feedback, and I've actually been in some situations where I went to some banks because I had a subscriber in Nigeria who had a bank account in China, but they freezed it. So I kind of tried to walk them through the process of unfreezing it. I don't mind trying to help out. I always say I'm asking for a friend, and usually they're like, yeah, fine, we'll tell you how to do it. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't get yeses all the time. There are plenty of times I get no's. I hope for a future where expats can live comfortably in China. A lot of companies, believe it or not, actually like foreign businesses. They may just not know how to penetrate them or how to break through any of the markets. So give them some time to develop their systems. What I mean by foreign exposure is I don't mean those white monkey ads that you may see in the streets about this foreigner using a product so that more Chinese people can buy it. I mean these companies that actually want more foreigners to buy their product, to give them reviews, and to kind of do more business with them. As the process become more automated in China, especially, at least I can say in my experience in Guangzhou, it's becoming easier to get a bank account, to extend your visa. You just got to know the right channels to do so. And if you're a Chinese person, let me give you an example, and you want to open a bank account, if it takes you longer than 15 minutes and you can't do it on a machine with your ID card, you can already get a little bit mad. So you can already see that the expectation is to be more automated and efficient when it comes to these kind of processes. Now, what to expect in the future of this channel? I'm going to be doing more interviews with some companies so that I can help you guys get a better understanding of how to start your business here, how to find proper housing, how to open your own company, how to export and import goods, etc. The content I've been posting is all your feedback based on any problems that you may have experienced in China. So I really do enjoy finding the solutions to those problems when I can. Sometimes I can't promise 100% success rate. I have a lot of content on hold because the borders aren't 100% open yet to foreigners, so I'm going to wait until the right timing to do that. But you can expect more videos about importing and exporting large bulk items like vehicles, how to source goods from China, how to get private tourism services, how to get a SIM card using English services. Like, you don't have to read any Chinese and you can keep paying and not wonder what's wrong with your phone plan. As I just hit 1,000 subscribers, I want to give thanks to Michael, Joe Jeans, Elaine, and all the other subs and viewers that have been with me throughout this time. It's been a great journey, and without your input, I won't be learning as much about the processes here in China. So thank you for giving me your feedback and your questions in the comments below. Now, as I mentioned in the beginning, there's a surprise coming up. Based on a lot of the input of my subscribers, I realize there's a huge problem. People sourcing from China find it very difficult to, especially when it comes to shipping and getting fair prices with Taobao and 1688. So I decided to develop a platform to make it easier for you guys using any payment method, to include MasterCard, Visa, PayPal, and others that may be coming in the future, to source using Taobao and 1688, and to use either my freight forwarder that I know, or we can even use your freight forwarder if you already have a relationship with them, to get your items from China to the final destination. What I'm hoping is to get more reps in with manual customers. I've actually already tested this system manually with 5 people and it's all been successful. Oh, by the way, I'm going to be charging 0% service fee, only exchange rate fees while it's being developed. As the platform grows, of course, that can change in the future. But if you'd be a part of this group, you can join my WhatsApp group. I'll put a QR code here, and I'll also put the information down in the description below if you do want to be a part of this project. I really look forward to hearing you guys in the future. Hope you guys have a better understanding of why I decided to make this YouTube channel, and to give you, from my personal experience, the way to solve problems as an expat so you can live here more comfortably without any worries. Remember to hit that subscribe button if you want to see weekly videos about having a better lifestyle in China as a foreigner, where I talk about business and your personal needs. Thanks for watching this episode. Keep surviving, and I'll catch you in the next one.